Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. Downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hey, this is Rebecca from the Mental Health Association. Make sure you're tuning in to Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, November 14th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurry. Well, let's talk about what we're talking about today. We're going to go over all of the events from the best calendar in the whole world. It is the best calendar in the world. I compile things from everywhere. If there is an event out there, I pretty much think I have it. I'm kidding. I'm sure I don't, but I'm trying. I'm trying for sure. And we'll talk about all the events for the rest of this week, this weekend, and into the coming weeks. We revisit Jill from Hammer Glamour 925. She's the one who makes that silver jewelry out of silverware. So amazing. I love it. And I love my ring she did for me. And we're going to take a look back at Crashing Catharsis Rage Factory and find out from Crystal exactly when that business came to fruition, because she knows the exact day. Please go to the Home of Everything Frederick and purchase all the Good Morning Frederick merch. You get something cool, and the kids of Frederick County will get a great Christmas, because all the proceeds through November are being donated to Christmas Cash for Kids. And don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, so that we can grow our base and give our nonprofits and local businesses more exposure. And if you just popped in and you're like, what the heck is this show all about? Well, it's about you, Frederick, the people, the community, and the happenings. Want to get to 1,500 subscribers by our 200th show, which is January 13th. And if you want to be invited to the special show on January 13th, I am actually going to be doing a live show at the Home of Everything Frederick. And you can be invited. You can find out all the details of what you're going to need to do, but you got to text GMF to 888-465-2944. You're going to want to save that number in your contacts. Just put Good Morning Frederick, or you can put Dani, either one, because we are going to talk about how I'm going to hopefully give one of you, well, I will give one, not hopefully, I'm going to give one of you a wreath made, or a Christmas tree made out of Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, $100 worth. It's very cool, but you're going to have to text in order to be eligible for that. All right. Don't forget to listen to the podcast. We've got one. If you like to listen while you're driving or cleaning or doing chores around the house, please ask for Good Morning Frederick on the platforms where you get your podcasts. All right, so let's get this day going. thank you to the show sponsor. We help you move, whether you're moving across the street or across the country. Nicholas and his team of moving experts make the whole process easier. We Help You Move is veteran owned and a supporter of the Frederick community in a big way. Go to wehelpyoumove.com for more information. And let's talk about all the great things happening in our town. There are a ton. They are going to come to a screeching halt, though, probably right around Christmas time, maybe just right after. But let's enjoy the plethora of events while we have them. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar. It's Berea Thursday at Taco Bar. They are on West Point Plaza on Route 40, right between 40 and alternate 40. Berea is slow cooked, shredded beef served a variety of ways. The most common one is on tacos with melted cheese and paired with consomme, which is that beef broth made with the same Berea juices. There are Berea tacos, queso Berea, pizza Berea, torta Berea, Berea fries, and more. Remember, at Taco Bar, this special is only available on Thursdays. Check out more details at tacobar1one.com. All right, here we go. That's what's happening in Frederick. For the calendar, the best calendar in the whole universe, go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live, and then you'll see calendar of events. Remember, if you scroll under that calendar, you're going to see the details for that Merry and Bright double-decker bus event that I'm doing on November 20th. Love for you to join me on that. There's ticketing information and all that good stuff there too. All right, we are giving you the chance to win some Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, 10 every weekday. We're going to be giving one person 10 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. And then on December 23rd, one lucky person who has texted in, not just from the winners, from everyone who has texted. Now, remember, you have to be 18 and up in order to be eligible, but you can text in from your husband's phone, your daughter's phone, as long as she's over 18, and, so on and so forth. Text your friends, your family, say, hey, text this number, and we could win, because that winner is going to get a Christmas tree made out of Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, $100 worth. So it's a lot of fun. And what a great time you can have during Christmas, scratching off all those things and seeing what you've won. Most of those, all the $1 tickets, it's $1,000 top prize. $2 tickets, I think, is $5,000 or something like that. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. You can pick up your free Good Morning Frederick ornament. You can do it right now. Well, not right now. 11 o'clock today. The first 5 people to go into the Home of Everything Frederick, each day the shop is open, will get a free Good Morning Frederick ornament and sticker pack. I love my ornament. I love my ugly sweater, Christmas sweater ornament. It's very cute. I'd love for you to hang it on your tree. I'm happy to give you one for free. Just head to 401 North Market Street in Frederick. Thursday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And if you're looking for a pet, this is the perfect time, especially a possum pet. If you're looking for a possum pet, you can get any pet that is 5 years or older for free from Frederick County Animal Control. There are so many adorable pets there. We would love for you to have one. If you want more details or to see which animals are available, go to visit fcac.as.me and you can check out all the details. The cat, what is he doing? My daughter's cat is scratching on my door. All right. Let's see. Today, 10 a.m., Square Corner grand opening with Frederick County Chamber of Commerce. Excuse me. It is 4 o'clock. Head down to Monocacy Brewing for Brutiful Thursday with $5 Brutiful Lager. I love that name. Actually, that's a pretty good one. I had that when we were at the fair. 7:30, why don't you go to the Weinberg Center and catch Phantom of the Opera on the big screen? And then at 7:30, the Paul Carr Quartet is at New Spire Arts. Tomorrow, how about getting together all those old blankets, towels, sheets, comforter? I don't know. Comforters, yeah, I think. Common Market, both locations from 1 to 6 p.m. They are collecting and hoping to reach 10 tons of textiles. It's a big collection event to get that stuff recycled and out of the landfills, which is really awesome. And then at 5 o'clock, head over to the Elks Lodge for the Designer Purse Bingo to benefit the Banner School. And at 9 p.m., head down on to Rosemont for karaoke at Callahan's. That is really fun just to sit and watch. Really, I have sung there one time, and my husband recorded it, and I swore I'll never do that again. It was a good idea. It sounded great in my head. Not so much coming out. On Saturday, why don't you get some donations out of your pantry, not expired, obviously, to help WFRE stuff a truck. They are hitting 5 Wise markets over the coming few days. Spring Ridge Wise from 9 to 11. Old Camp Road Wise 12 to 2. And then later that night, head to Kickin' Up a Cure for St. Jude's at the American Legion in Thurmont. I think that's from 6 to 10 p.m. And you can head to Speed Dating at Rack. They have it broken down into age groups. The older age, which I fall under, is earlier in the afternoon. Well, not afternoon, early evening. I think like at 6. And then the young ones, they start that one at like 8:30. So there you go. They've got us quarantined, I think, in the right way. Sunday, the 17th, it is the Thurmont Christmas Market Craft and Vendor Show. That is at the Thurmont Event Complex. It's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And more stuff at trucks. You can go to the Wise in Thurmont or Mount Airy and take your donations, or just walk into Wise, buy them, and then give them to the staff to help stuff a truck this holiday season. And 1:30, you can head to Mount Olivet Cemetery for the History and Mystery Tour. I believe that has been given by my good friend Chris Hall, who I had on this show. He was the only two-parter I've ever had. And now we are at like 160 some shows. So there you go. Coming soon. This will happen next week. Late next week. Yeah. More Stuff a Truck. That's the Wise on TJ Drive. We are going to be doing the artwork reveal live on Good Morning Frederick on Monday, the 18th. You're going to see the compilation artwork by Yemi of all 7 African-American honorees. It's going to be very cool. I cannot wait. And then the tickets will go on sale for the February event. And we'd love for you to attend that. I think it's going to be an awesome event. November 19th, the holiday lights map will be revealed. You will be able to look at that, and we will start adding locations around Frederick County. I do have regional Christmas lights, like some drive-through displays, like at Meriwether Post and Seneca, Great Seneca. What is that called? Little Great Seneca Park, I think it's called. Anyway, I have a bunch of them. So even if you want to kind of skirt the region, because Frederick doesn't really have a drive-through Christmas lights anymore. Then on the 20th, it is that free turkey distribution at Nimio Field. And that is the night for Merry and Bright, which is the preview of the Lights tour on the Maryland double-decker bus. Just $25. It includes light fare and beverages. And we take those onto the bus. And then we'll stop over at Benstown before we're back at the Home of Everything Frederick by 8 p.m. Plenty of time, even if you have to get up in the morning like I do. All right, 23rd, the boats go in the water for sailing through the winter solstice. It is Christmas Bash for kids, which is happening at the Moose Lodge. And that's a 5-band thing happening to raise money for Christmas Cash for Kids. And there is another Stuff a Truck at Wise on Prospect Boulevard. On December 13th, mark your calendar. It is the Kris Kringle procession in downtown Frederick. If you've never been to that, it is a really, really great time. And if you want to walk in it, I believe you can still register. Go to Celebrate Frederick's social media and you'll see the information there. And then mark your calendar for February 5th, the African Americans of Excellence exhibit kickoff event at the Weinberg Center. Whew, all right. Got through it. There we go. If you have an event you want to include it on the calendar, just email it to me, everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. You can message me through social media as well. If you see one, feel free to send it through. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we visit Jill from Hammer Glamour 925, and we take a look back at Crash and Catharsis Rage Factory. That is coming up all after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
All right. I kind of had a little wrong trigger there. Well, hopefully you didn't notice too much. All right. She is a flight attendant by day, but at night she's getting out her frustrations. Actually, I should have made this whole show. The two people we're highlighting are about taking your frustrations out on stuff. Here's Jill from Hammer Glamour 925. She takes her frustrations out on silverware. Who knows me knows I love jewelry, especially silver jewelry. And my next guest has perfected over a couple of years, hammering out to make these beautiful pieces. Let's welcome Jill to the program. Hey, Jill.
Hello, everybody.
So I think it's really interesting how you got started. So why don't you start with that story?
I was furloughed and I started cleaning out closets and doing home repairs and all that like everybody else did. And I came across a stamped spoon that I had purchased for one of my daughters like years and years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was drawn to it and I looked at it. I was like, that might be fun to try. So I did. I tried it and I was hooked. It's not as easy as it looks to stamp on metal. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of eye-hand coordination.
Yeah.
I've had some purple thumbs.
Is it a good way to get out your frustration?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I say I just wanted to bang something. So I started banging on metal,
Yeah, that's great.
So I love it. It's been something that it's been a great creative outlet for me. I just look forward to coming home and going in the garage or going into my studio and hammering away, creating. So
yeah. So tell me, like, what gives you inspiration for your pieces? Like, do you sketch things, or you just kind of see a piece of metal and you think this is what it should be? How does that work?
A lot of artists will sketch, and I've tried that, and it just doesn't work for me because my mind goes and goes.
Yeah.
And goes. And I'm a visual learner. I'm a self-taught.
Me too.
I see things and I have to see something. And a lot of times I keep all of my mistakes, all of my mess ups. I keep them and set them aside and I revisit them with a fresh set of eyes, maybe in a month, 2 months later.
That's really interesting, actually. That's a a true testament to kind of growth, right? It's just
Yes.
it didn't work for what you were trying to do today, but who
Yeah.
knows what it could become tomorrow?
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
love that.
I have an example right here. This ring right here was a mess up, and I was trying to make a ring, and I was like, what in the world is going on? So I set it aside,
Yeah.
and then I started looking at it, and a month or two later, and I added a crystal to it, and I bent it a little bit more, and I thought, you know what? I can wear that as a ring. And I've had more people ask me about this when I wear it. And I'm like, that was actually a mistake. So
Yeah, well, it just
that's the way
goes
it
to
works.
show there are no mistakes in this life, right?
Right,
No
right.
mistakes at all. So you find this hobby during the pandemic, you start to perfect it and grow with it, and you're employed full time, you're a flight attendant, but this is kind of like, your release and outlet, but it's now become a pretty good side hustle.
Yes, I do call it my side hustle, and I really, really enjoy doing it, but I'm not in it for the side hustle
Right.
benefit, so to speak, other than I really enjoy doing it. I am from the belief of metal holds energy,
Yep.
and I'm working with energy the way I see it. And if I can get some of my hopefully good energy out there that I've spent time and I've handled each piece individually and put thought into it and effort. I just feel like it's a way of getting good energy out there, and I guess it's kind of self-serving, thinking that my energy is going
Well,
there into the world.
well,
I hope it's a
though,
good
the
thing.
thing is, when you put good stuff out, good stuff comes back. And so the fact that you even take that time to think about, hey, in every piece, there's a little piece of me and a
Yes,
positivity and good
yes,
karma and all that good stuff. Obviously, it's got to make you feel good to pass on the pieces to other people. But I do think jewelry is very personal, right? So when you have that connection with somebody who's purchasing your piece, or when they understand your, thought process or what you're putting behind it, I think that's really cool.
it is. It is. When I do shows, I have so many people that come in and say, "Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this." And yeah, there are a lot of silverware artists out there, and I'm in groups that I've learned from a lot of wonderful, very, very talented artists. But I've made it a specific effort to try not to copy anyone, because I want to have my own
Yeah.
spin on things. I might do something similar, but I want my own,
Yeah.
I guess, my own look. I don't know if I even have a look. I just go with what comes out, and then I have ideas as they come.
Yeah.
But I try to do my own thing and make each item unique in its own way. And yeah, I do try to take pictures of people after they've purchased something. I'm like, oh, I need to take a picture of your hand, you know, ring on it or the necklace, and they are so very proud of it, and I am too. And I'm like,
Of
oh,
course.
my babies.
It's like, yeah, I was just gonna say, like sending your babies off. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
that's really
And I
great.
have a hard time parting with some of them too. I have more than I should that I keep. I'm like, oh, I need to keep that one. It's like, well, maybe
Yeah.
I'll put it in the bowl this go around and see what happens. But
Yeah.
I do have a
Yeah.
lot that I keep.
Yeah, I would be the same way. I would be the same way. Do you have like a moment that was like, I can keep doing this?
Well, that's a really good question. I think when I started to see my art is twofold, because I started with stamping, with the hand stamping, which is it's taking these,
Oh, right.
and
Yes.
each one is a letter. So each letter is done individually. You have to line it up and make sure it's even or not. And then I have a ton of design stamps too.
Okay.
But I started out with the stamping, and once I got a little bit better and more comfortable with that, then I wanted to try stamping onto. A lot of people will stamp aluminum, or they're stamping on copper, brass,
Right.
pewter, which is one of my favorites. But my art is kind of twofold, because I not only do the hand stamping, but I also combine that with silverware,
Right.
which is an upcycled, I guess, media that I'm that I really am drawn to. I
Yeah.
like the upcycled part of it. But once I started getting really good at stamping and bending, bending metal was so hard. It is hard.
Yeah, I bet. I can't even, I'm only laughing because I just think of myself being frustrated and going, okay, let's go bend some metal
Yeah,
because, yeah, yeah,
yeah. There's a lot of beatings. You know, yeah.
yeah.
It's hard.
Well, I would imagine too, like anybody can bend a fork, let's say, but to bend it beautifully or to,
Yeah, I think like
create a shape.
like this, like my octopi.
Yeah.
Um,
Holy cow. Yeah.
that
Oh,
was one of
yeah.
my okay, that turned out okay. And
That's
one of the
very cute. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one of my big sellers.
Yeah.
And I also, I guess I'm doing a little show and tell.
That's
Um,
okay.
I have this on the back, my whale tails. These were one of the first silverware
That is
things
stunning.
that I worked on. And this is more of a statement piece.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, yeah. And I make them in all sizes, small, medium, and large. But I saw this out by hand.
Wow.
So this part of the fin, I guess, and some people call them mermaid tails, whatever. But
Yeah, whatever. It could
when
be
I was
whatever you
able
want it to
do
be.
these, yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of when I thought, okay, maybe I can keep on to this. And when I got better everybody loves a good old spoon ring. They've stood the
Yeah.
test of time. And those are one of my best sellers always. I always
Yeah.
sell a ton of those. But when I was able to get a good circle on a spoon ring, that was also a moment of yay.
Yeah.
But
Look, I
getting
mean,
a
I
nice
think
round
perfect.
circle is hard.
Yeah, perfecting a craft that you've just recently got into,
Yes.
or during the the time at which you did that's really, I mean, that is an achievement and that is something that should be celebrated. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So right now, people can purchase. You have a website.
I do. It's hammerglamour925.com.
Do you do shows and stuff like that, or
I do.
not so much?
I do. I'm doing more shows this year than I've ever done.
Oh wow.
A memorial festival, Troy Fest. I'm also
Okay.
doing a Ren Fair at the Howard County Fairgrounds.
Nice.
I'm doing a pickle fest, which is going to be fun. So
Oh yeah.
I'll stamp a few fun items for each.
Yeah. And do you post all of your events on social as well?
Yes, I do have a Facebook page.
Great.
I do have Instagram.
What is your hope? Is there anything you're hoping to achieve in 2024?
I would like to get better at soldering. I know how to solder. I can flame paint, but doing the fine part of soldering, like soldering together a silver ring, just a simple ring, is not as easy as it sounds. It's pretty hard. And I want to do a better job of reaching my community that appreciates this type of art on social media.
Yeah.
So working full time and this just being something I do on the side when I get home, it's difficult to keep up.
Oh yes. Yes.
Social media stuff.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I'm going to try to do a little bit better with that and to get my items posted on my website and elsewhere.
Yeah.
I have so many different items. It's crazy. I have people come into the booth say, "Did you make all this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did."
Well, I mean, that's the thing. When you're busy making the product, it's hard to stay busy promoting it. So totally understood.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if there's one thing that you want people to know about Hammer Glamour 925, what would it be?
I love a challenge and I do custom orders. I've done a lot of trades with people before. They'll give me their old silverware from their grandmother that's been sitting in a closet collecting dust and getting tarnished. They'll give that to me, and in exchange, I'll make them, a couple pieces of jewelry. I had one lady give me her set, and I made a whole set of keychains for her to give to family members for Christmas.
That is a great idea, actually.
Too. So I do love the challenge, and I do make one-of-a-kind items. I do pet tags and all kinds of fun stuff. I really have too many too many different types of things, but I just can't not do it.
Yeah. I know it's kind of tough when you're creative, especially to not get yourself down so many paths. But I think it's fabulous. This stuff is gorgeous.
Thank
That
you.
whale tail and that octopus, I think, yeah, those would be on definitely my wish list as well. So
Thank you.
you need to head to hammerglamour925.com and we'll post it. Support Jill's part-time gig. Maybe one day it'll be your full-time gig. And
Maybe that's the plan eventually.
yes, yeah. Well, we do appreciate you taking the time today and wish you all the success.
Thank you so much, Dani. It's a pleasure being here. I appreciate it.
I just love her. Yeah, she is great and I love her stuff. You can purchase her things. She's got keychains and cool stuff at the Home of Everything Frederick. So while you're over there to pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, check out the stuff that she's got. I think she's got some bracelets and necklaces, all kinds of stuff there. All right, quick break and then we're back with a look back at Crash and Catharsis Rage Factory. You see where I went there with that? Yeah, we're getting our frustrations out today, apparently. Right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They do windows and gutters and can even take care of your patios and decks, whether they need to be fixed up, replaced, or rebuilt. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, because you're a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement and $50 off any roof repairs. Give Sandra a call and let her know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Again, the number 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. All righty, we are moving right through and let's find out who is making our market phenomenal. I'd love to if I can get to this. Market Makers is brought to you by Antietam World Travel Service. You can travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com right now and get started on your dream vacation. Well, Crystal knows the exact moment the idea of the business came to her. It was while she was helping a friend, and I'll let her tell the story. Here's Crystal from Crash and Catharsis Rage Factory. Out at Crash and Catharsis Rage Factory. This is the first time I've been down here. This is Crystal. She's the owner, and this gentleman, this fine gentleman, is Bob. So I'm so excited to come down here and check it out. I remember when you opened, not that long ago, right?
Year and a half, yeah, not that long at all.
Year and a half ago, yeah, I was going to say. And what were you doing before this happened?
So before all of this happened, I worked corporate. Like I worked for corporations such as like banks and universities. And then I left it because my husband and I started a towing company.
Oh.
So I helped him out with creating our towing company, Priority Towing and Recovery, which is based in Howard County, but we tow in Frederick quite a bit. And I helped him with that. But like,
Not sure what that says about Frederick Parkers or whatever it is.
It's just mostly accidents.
Yeah. Okay.
So what we did was I helped him out with starting up the company, and we've been expanding and growing. But I also was like kind of itching and not sure what was like. I was like, I gotta find something to do. And then one night I had a friend go through a breakup, and I let them go into my garage, and I let them put a hole in the wall with a hammer to kind of like let out some frustration and steam, because like, since I was 16, my best friend and I, when we were mad, we were like, let's just throw something down on the ground, like we'll feel better. And it does.
That is unbelievable. So this was all your brainchild?
Yes. Well, rage rooms have been around for a while. They started in Japan.
Yeah.
But they came up to America. But like, this was my one night, and I explained to my husband, he's like, why is there a hole in the garage? And I'm like, here's why. And he was like, there's got to be a better way to do this. And I said, well, there are rage rooms. And you could just see the little thought bubbles coming in my head. And that's how we started.
That's really, look, it's great. And I love that there really was kind of this purpose behind it. And so it's more than really just fun. It is, again, cathartic.
It is.
Kind of get out that steam. And so let me ask you this.
Yes.
Men to women or male to female. What is the split of, do you kind of know, like, your audience?
I do kind of know my audience. So it is a lot more women.
That's so funny.
However, my biggest Sunday afternoon audience is teenage boys.
Oh, really?
I always joke with my husband, I'm like, it's teenage boy time.
Oh, funny.
Because it's them, and they're always like a lot of like, let's go energy.
Yeah.
And it's like always like Sunday, and I'm like, I think it's their parents just trying to get some energy out of them before they come to school on Monday.
Yes, yeah, that's great. Probably teachers. Hey, they should be handing out your coupons.
We have a
Friday.
we always have we have different teacher appreciation weeks with promo codes,
Oh,
and it's
I
always
bet.
because we're like, we understand that completely. We sell all of our teacher mugs for the weeks too.
Yes, either it's like right after a break or right before.
Yep, teacher work days, those are strategically planned.
Yes, I love it. So that's really funny, actually, about the teenage boys. So basically what happens is people can pay for different times to come in, and they're in the rooms by themselves.
Correct.
Yeah.
Some rage rooms do allow more than one person, but our rooms are measured by insurance to make sure for safety. We want to make sure nobody's going to accidentally or intentionally hurt somebody, because that happens too.
Accidentally on purpose.
So it's one person per room. They get a bin of breakables, or they also get a bin of breakables and a larger item. And then we also have like celebration buckets. So like they're buckets filled with like wine bottles and beer bottles that we get. And it's I'm celebrating my birthday, or I just quit my job, or he cheated on me, or she left me.
Right.
Here's some extra things to break.
Yeah. Now, is Bob also included in the rooms?
Bob is.
Oh.
So Bob is in every single one of the rooms, because like sometimes like your anger can be directed at something or a person.
Yes.
So we don't want anybody to catch a charge.
No.
That's what he's here for. So they get the opportunity to hit him around. And some people are like, yes, this is what I need. And some people are like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's really sweet, because sometimes like Bob also, like the amount of people that afterwards will like hug Bob.
Yeah.
Or like
just
give him like
moral
a little pat.
support.
Yes.
Because he's in there and he is right there behind you
is.
and cheering you on.
With a very punchable face.
And if you don't hate Bob's face, you can bring a picture of somebody.
Yes. So
that you may want to really hit.
Absolutely. And we just rubber banded around him.
I love it.
We're actually going to start getting the political figures laminated for anybody, because we don't want you to hurt somebody. We wanted to take it out here.
That's very, very good. I'm sure you have saved many, many people from getting the visit from the city's finest from doing it here.
I've actually had so many people like, have you looked at crime statistics after you left? I'm like, I haven't, but that's like, I feel like I wouldn't be a part of that.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me, what has been the biggest challenge of owning a business over the last 18 months here in Frederick?
So probably one of the biggest challenges is just like letting people know I'm here. I joke around with people, like I was so proud of myself for getting third place for Hidden Gem at Frederick, because I am a hidden gem. I'm in a basement in downtown between Colonial Jewelers and Weinberg.
Yes.
And so not a lot of people know about this.
I did not.
And then people Google rage rooms near me, and the amount of times people are like, I Googled Rage Room because I was upset, and you popped up, and you're down the street from me. I'm like, I'm right here.
Here I am. Yes, I don't think I've ever actually been in this building. So there is it's like a office building, and you walk in and come downstairs. It's so easy.
And I'm the quietest neighbor. Like I'm below everybody.
Which is
just saying something because like I genuinely you go upstairs and it just sounds like somebody's like lightly hammering because there's such a space between us and the next floor.
Yeah, it's great. It's a perfect location. Seems like a lot of fun. What's been the moment in the last 18 months where you were like, yes, this was exactly how I kind of pictured it? Have you had one of those yet?
I get those a lot actually.
Oh, great.
So, and those are usually when somebody comes in, and because I mean, I'm here for fun. Like this is a fun thing to do, but like for some people, it's taking down something that you've been holding in for a while.
Yeah.
So like I've definitely had
You're like
stories.
a therapist, probably.
More like a bartender, but I can't pour drinks.
Right, yeah.
I can listen, I cannot give advice.
Yeah.
But like, there's a reason why we have tissues around the place, because like sometimes like that adrenaline spike, it'll cause things to come up. So every time somebody at the end of their session is like breathless and sweaty, and they come out of their room and they're like, "You don't know how bad I needed that." I'm like.
Yes. That's exactly. That's wonderful. Look, I mean, I think the fun part of it, obviously.
Fun part's always a rage.
Yeah.
Like teenage boys are a blast.
Yeah, I bet. And I love the fact as soon as I walked in, there's a supply room with bins and bins of breakables.
Yep.
And you just don't think about, oh my gosh, where do you get everything? So you have some partners that you work with.
I do. So Fetch on Rosemont, whenever they can't love them.
Yeah.
Whenever there's stuff that doesn't sell, that is not something that could be is antique or vintage, that could be resold for a higher price or historic. They don't sell it. I get it from them. Goodwill makes me bins of stuff that doesn't sell also. But then also I have a storage company in Waynesboro. He buys storage lots, and he will, whatever doesn't sell, I buy from him as well. So I'm constantly rotating things.
Yeah.
And then Hidden Hills Winery in Frederick gives me their empties as well as the wine kitchen.
Yeah.
And so and then also Frederick Social. Frederick Social gives me their empty bottles as well. So
we love them too.
Yeah, we do.
Is there anything that, other than coming to visit as well, do you need items? Is this something that people of Frederick can help you with, or you're kind of good with the supply that you have right now and you just want people to come out and bang stuff up?
So there's a couple different things. So I in general, I buy breakables all the time. So I'm constantly stocked, but some people it's like, can I bring this because they know they can't get it. They want to break it.
Yeah.
So Thursdays and Fridays are our BYOB, bring your own breakables nights. So you get a discount by bringing your own stuff in. So that china set that your mother-in-law made you get that you really don't want, you bring it here. And you break it here.
I love that.
Also, you have a breakup, and you need to get rid of their stuff.
Yeah.
My lawyer and insurance said I will not get in trouble for that.
I love it. Yeah. It's especially those divorce parties. You take those his and her champagne glasses, or I love it.
And that's one of the things, whenever somebody does a party, we reach out and say, what's happening? Are we celebrating anything?
Gotcha.
Are we enraged by anything? And then we get information and we can customize things. So we can customize parties. They're like, hey, I just want this.
Yeah.
It's a divorce. Can you write this on the big TVs for us to break? And we're like, got it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Look, very personalized, a lot of fun. There's a viewing TV, so one person is in the room, but the rest can watch while somebody gets their angst out, and I think it's phenomenal. Okay, so tell people, what's the easiest way for people to book a room or get some time here?
Yeah. So the easiest way to book a room is through our website, ccragefactory.com. And then from there, you click book now. It's up to the minute availability.
Oh,
so
great.
if something's available, you can book it and come on down.
Love it.
We block out, we have 1 day a month, which is Bob's day off. So that is the 1 day a month we're closed because he needs time for his mental health and to take a break.
We all need that break. He needs to rage and crash some stuff too.
He does. I do product testing. It's what we do.
I love it. I love it. Well, we want to thank Crystal, Crash and Catharsis Rage Factory, right on Patrick Street, as she said, between Colonial Jewelers and Weinberg. It's back and down, so simple to find.
Yeah.
What a great way to spend a summer's day down here,
it's
just getting
cold.
out, yes, that frustration. So we will see you next time, but head on out, Crash and Catharsis. As we said, that was the look back. That's why I mentioned summer. But yeah, a lot of fun there. If you've not seen it or visited, you should go check it out. Even if you just are walking in downtown, go down the stairs if she's open and check out the video if people are in there. Pretty cool. All right, coming up tomorrow, we revisit Serena from Dublin Roasters and a new segment, or new episode of Chiro Corner with the team from Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day. Let's get out there and be great, Frederick.